Yes, my name is Brent Poplin. I'm the general manager here at the Forum Civic Center.
Well, Brent, how long have you been here at the Forum?
I've been here since 1996. I started out in operations and moved to event coordinator, and then for the past 7 years I've been the general manager.
So you've seen the Forum go through many changes. Tell us about some of the changes we've seen from the mid-90s up until now.
Well, back in the mid-90s and before the mid-90s, we had maybe one or two big events a year, and those being ticketed events or public events. And then the rest of the meetings and things that we had here were general wedding receptions and general business meetings. And then as the years have moved, our events have gotten larger, and our capacity for folks have increased.
Well, what's some of the hard parts about being general manager of the Forum that folks may not realize that you put on and that you do?
Well, for most people, the average work week can be 40-45 hours. Mine can run 55 to 60 hours a week, and that's not all just here at the building. A lot of times I'm taking phone calls, or I'm working with promoters that may be on the West Coast or on the other side of the world, so I have to be available on their schedule. And that's just one thing. There's a lot of planning that goes into putting on events, not only major concerts and things of that nature, but just a wedding reception. I try to bend over backwards and be available for the bride or for the mom, and be available to them. And so my job almost makes me, I have to be available 24/7.
Has the economy affected, the Forum?
The economy, has it affected the Forum? I have seen some changes here, whereas used to we had a lot of business from out of town, major companies from out of town. When the economy started to take a downturn, those big companies quit doing their meetings here, and some of the smaller local area began hosting meetings here. So in other words, the smaller companies quit traveling and they stayed local. And I'm not only talking about within Floyd County, but I'm talking about the North Georgia area.
Everybody's a fan of something. What's some of the shows that you've seen that come in that has really impressed you, and people that you've been a fan of, and you're just like, they're good folks, and you had a good time being a fan as long as putting it on?
Well, in the early years when I first came here, we had a pretty good run with Feld Entertainment. And that's the company that owns the rights to Disney on Ice. And it was amazing to see how an ice show is put together. I never had an opportunity to work with a company like that, professional from top to bottom, very organized. And then when we moved from them, we were able to work with Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. And there again, there's a lot of circuses that travel, but without any exception, they're the best. And able to work with them one-on-one has been pretty amazing. And of course, all the concerts that we've had here, all the artists are different. They have different personalities, and you just have to work with the artists and the road crews. And it makes for an interesting job. Every day's different.
Having been in the entertainment business, management business, a lot of people don't stay in one place. What is it about Rome, Floyd County, and the Forum that you love, and this is where you set your roots down and really called home?
Well, we moved here back in 1969, and I was a child at that time, of course. I just found out that Rome is a great place to be. There's a lot here. There's a lot here that people don't know, and you have to go out and find those things. We have a great community. My family's here. My wife, I met my wife. She's local. I raised both my children here in town, and I plan on staying for a little while longer.
I'm going to call you out about the future of the Forum here. What can we expect to see, in 2010, 2011, and so forth?
Well, 2010, just this month alone, we're at the 1st of February. So let's talk about January for a moment. January 2009, we had 9,612 visitors in the facility. So this year in 2010, we had 18,787. So that's a 49% increase in people that came to our facility. We've had a major event every weekend since January of this year. We've had motocross, we've had bull rides, we've had mixed martial arts. The Battle of Rome is just recently completed their 8th edition here. We've had Willie Nelson. This weekend we have St. Mary's will have their annual fundraiser. We also have the Heart of the Community coming up next weekend. We recently had the bridal show, annual bridal showcase. So there's something that happens every weekend here. I can see that as we move into the rest of 2010, more events. We have more events on the books, and I'm working with promoters to bring other things here.
Any preview of concerts folks can look forward to?
Well, let's talk about George Jones. He's a classic entertainer. He's been around for years. He's going to draw a good audience. We've got, I'm working with the promoter. He's talked about Travis Tritt. There again, nothing has been signed, but Travis Tritt's been here with us before, so we look forward to that. Corey Smith is a good artist that we're looking at. Josh Turner, Gary Allen. Those are some of the artists that we have in the wings that are waiting to come perform at the venue for it all.